Welcome to How to Price. This episode, missed opportunities due to allocated fixed costs. This might be the last one we do on fixed costs for a little while, but you're going to find that when you do this, it really has the potential to hurt you. Now, it may not be exactly pricing, but this is right along the lines of everything we've been talking about in the last few episodes. Let's take a look at the chalkboard. All right, we know we've got a product in finance who runs all the numbers. They tell us your costs are $10. Excellent. Salesperson comes to us and says, I got this buyer. They're willing to pay us $8 a piece, but they'll buy 10 million units. Now, I've been in business quite a while, and I can tell you that if it costs me $10, I probably don't want to sell it for $8. So you're as smart as I am. You would obviously say, of course not. We don't want that business. But are we sure? Is that really the right answer? Let's take a look at the math for a second. And in this scenario, we've got variable costs of $5 for a product. We have fixed costs for $10 million for whatever the unit is, whatever the period is. We think that we're going to sell 2 million units during that period. If you take $10 million divided by 2 million units, that's $5 of fixed cost, allocated fixed cost per unit. What's our overall total cost? Well, $5 of variable cost plus $5 of fixed costs gives us $10, which is the exact number finance just gave us. Now let's take a look at this opportunity of 10 million units at $8. Well, what's our revenue going to be? 10 million times $8, that sounds like $80 million to me. Our variable cost, we take 10 million times the $5 variable cost, we have $50 million in variable costs. What does that give us for a contribution margin? That means we're bringing $30 million in of contribution margin to hopefully cover some of our fixed costs. What are our fixed costs? We won't even allocate them. Let's take the whole thing. We have $10 million in fixed costs. Let's throw that in here. And what that really says to us is we have pure profit on this deal of $20 million. Now, as usual, I've created an exaggerated case for you, but the point is really simple. When we use our fixed costs and we allocate them into a product, it gives us a bad feeling. It gives us the wrong numbers when we're thinking about, do I want to take a big deal or not? Think about your marginal costs, your variable costs, your incremental costs, however you want to define those. But what does it truly cost you if you need to make the units to cover a really big deal? As we leave this episode, allocating fixed costs to estimate your variable costs is dangerous. It's going to help you miss really key opportunities. I will see you in the next lesson.